enough with my personal opinions. Why don't you just be the judge? I crawled through tons of anime listing sites and made a definitive list of the highest rated 10 romance anime of 2025. So grab your chocolates and hug your, teddy bears? Because here are the 10 highest rated romance anime of 2025. Let's go. We're kicking things off with a workplace romance. Yui Mitsuya and Masugu Tateshi are the office's ultimate frenemies, or so it seems. Even though they fight like 2-year-old kids, these two are secretly dating and desperately trying to keep it under wraps. So their daily work life is trying to keep their relationship a secret while juggling the questions of their coworkers.
マスクをしてなら外デートもありかな。
I can pretty much see why a lot of people love this romance anime, including me. Romance anime has always been populated by high schoolers, so it's refreshing to see some adults for a change. And even though they are adults, they still keep their personalities lighthearted and funny, which is very relatable. And to add to the good stuff, the couple is already lovers, so none of these will they won't they stuff.
いってらっしゃいなんてただの挨拶さ。でも悪くなかった。
You know what's scarier than a tornado? The 3 Mikadono sisters. These 3 are the aces in shogi, karate, and theater. But even though they are sisters, they barely talk to each other. Yu Ayase, a transfer kid with 0 special skills, and the son of a famous actress, shows up at Saika Academy, wanting to fix his lonely home life and honor his late mom's wish. Thanks to his dad's old friend, he stays with the Mikadonos, hoping to make their icy sisters' home life more wholesome.
才能ゼロの凡人。なんだ体育科で鍛えてやろうと思ったのに。つまんないやつ。
I had 2 surprises while watching this. One, even though the sisters seemed cold and the anime looked like it was turning into another masochistic fetish, the first episode pretty much proved otherwise. In fact, this is one of the most wholesome anime I've watched. 2, even though this is a harem anime, the author of this manga is actually female, which actually lets us dive deep into the perspectives of the female characters. Overall, this is a super wholesome harem anime, so give this a go.
あんたと一緒に食べてるとご飯がいつもより美味しく感じるんだよ。だからこれからも私と一緒にご飯食べてくんない？ほらその
Rentaro Aojo's high school days are basically a non-stop roller coaster because he's supposed to end up with 100 soulmates. He's already trying to keep up with 6 girls, and things get even wilder when Kurumi, who loves food more than most people love weekends, and Mei, who treats loyalty like a mission, join in. Every new soulmate adds another challenge, and he has to stay sharp since even small mistakes can mess everything up.
慣れない体で足がもつれて。
This season pushes the craziness even further by tossing in more girlfriends with their own strange habits. And I'm not complaining because the formula already works. Each girl has a trait or personality quirk that makes this stand out, and some of them are hard to get while the others come straight out at Rentaru. But the real reason this is a gem of a harem anime is because it parodies the main tropes of harem anime rather than embracing it.
これで会うのは3回目だから名前で呼んでもいい？
This is for those people who say, hey, I've watched all this anime, I need something underrated. Jokes aside, this is one heck of a good show. Nan Young wants to follow her astronaut mom to Mars years after her mom's probe disappeared without explanation. When she finally gets chosen for a mission, she meets Jay, a musician who fixes old school sound gear like the old turntable her mom left behind. The two fall in love as they realize their goals and memories actually shape their choices.
探してもアルバムも SNS も見つからなかったけどでもこの歌大好きだったの本当に
This is actually a Korean animation, which is why the whole animation and character design feels so different from your usual rom-com. But that alone is what makes this anime stand out. No more harems, no more hot guy average girl stuff. This is more about two average working people with their own goals and burdened pasts coming together. Watching this feels like discovering something special that mixes sci-fi adventure with romance without pushing too hard on either side. If you like heartfelt stories mixed with space journeys, definitely give this a go.
もうさっさと降りてよ。みっともないでしょ。ちょっとラン待ってば。
If this anime list was ranked based on my personal taste, this would be number 1 or number 2, because I like the current number 1 better than this one. This is about Ranma, a guy who turns to a girl when splashed with cold water. He wants to cure his sickness, but his dad makes things worse when he drags him to meet the Tendo family. Now he's supposed to marry Akane Tendo, the youngest daughter of the Tendo family. Season 2 pretty much doubles down on all the funny antics and crazy supernatural stuff. It introduces more characters like Shampoo's wannabe fiance and Ranma's old love interest. As someone who watches the old anime and read the manga, I'm definitely enjoying this because it follows the manga way more closely than the original show did. If you need a good rom-com, give this one a go.
大丈夫。あずさ川くんにしかしないから。
僕狙われてるのか？
安心してるの。だって絶対私のこと好きにならないでしょ。
Sakura Azusagawa finally reaches university with his girlfriend Mai Sakurajima, settling into classes and meeting new people. Just when things seem steady, trouble shows up again after Uzuki Hirokawa from Sweet Bullet collapsed under pressure from fans whispering about her going solo. Udoka steps in asking for help, and Sakura gets pulled back into the strange world of puberty syndrome, right as another quiet wave of the illness starts creeping across campus.
最近事務所も厳しいし。
なんでさ。
なんでもない。
This new season drops Sakura back into the old mix of romance, odd mysteries, and the good old puberty syndrome that helps me complete my character arc stuff. The usual help someone out, set up returns, and it works because the story explains why these strange events hit so hard instead of brushing them off. College life gives Sakura and Mai a fresh backdrop, and the newer faces add some much needed energy without losing the heart of this series. There's one final movie to go, so binge watch this and get ready for the finale.
五条くん、あっちのチャイナっぽい方でも撮ってみない？どっちゃ可愛いからさ。
わかりました。
やったチャイナチャイナ。はあ、こっちも良すぎるな。
After Mara Kitagawa pulls Wakana Gojo into the wild world of cosplay, he ends up juggling needles, thread, and outfits that take way more work than he expected. His skills level up fast, but each project still throws him a new challenge. At the same time, Mara starts catching stronger feelings for him, even while people keep guessing they're dating. Wakana thinks they're nothing alike, but little by little he starts to realize that Marin likes him too.
あーね。衣装のことだったんだ。
はい。
なんだ、私完全に。
Yes, it's the usual slow burn romance, but the first season spices this up by adding a whole cosplay angle to it. Gojo is also not your stereotypical romance anime lead because unlike your regular guy who wants a girlfriend, this guy wants to just follow his passion. I felt like the cosplay stuff overshadowed the romance this season, but hopefully season 3 will bring back more wholesome moments between Marin and Gojo.
動物園ってどんな感じなんだろうって。
入っちゃう？
本当にダメじゃない？
Koyamori, a 14-year-old kid, wants to turn into a vampire, but only if he falls in love with one first. He's aiming for Nazuna Nanakusa, the strange vampire who keeps meeting him at night. He's got just 10 months to figure it out. At the same time, Mahiro and Akira are trying to understand the whole vampire world. And things heat up when Ko learns someone close to Mahiro might have fangs too. To make matters worse, a tough detective pushes in, forcing Ko to dig into Nazuna's past.
私もコウ君と来たかったんだよ。東京。誰かと来るのに憧れてた。
This mixes monsters, supernatural incidents, and romance in a way no other anime does. But since I've talked about it a lot, I want to talk about the other aspects the show does right. What stands out more than anything is how the show creates moments that feel convincing, like a night scenes that follow the rules that match how shadows and light work. The animation is smooth, colorful, and packed with details that make the city look alive after dark. The dramatic scenes have bold supernatural effects that match the story's tone, and overall this is one heck of a vampire romance anime.
私不思議で仕方ないんです。あなたのどこが怖いのかさっぱりわからない。こんなに優しい人なのに。
The fragrant flower blooms with dignity throws two totally different schools together. The fancy all-girls Kyoko Private Academy and the rougher Chidori Public High. Rintaro Tsumugi, tall and scary-looking but gentle, runs into Kaoruko Waguri from Kyoko, who's bright and calm around him. Their growing bond starts poking holes in old-school rivalries, making everyone question why they kept those silly walls up in the first place.
凛太郎くん。また食べに行きます。今度は一緒に食べましょうね。ケーキ。
This is your classic Romeo-Juliet love setup done right. The characters have charming personalities, so their interactions feel way more wholesome than your average romance anime. Waguri is the must-protect kind of girl, so no wonder half of the fandom wants to act like her big brother. The story also cuts right to the point, letting the cast support each other in ways that feel earned because their choices match that they care about. Last but not least, don't forget the animation. Ha, man, this is some high-quality RTX 5090 levels of graphics we got here.
やたら触ってくるし、俺に笑ってくれるし。もしかしてこの子、俺のこと好きなんじゃね？
We're finishing with the best anime with the best girl. Chainsaw Man Season 2 picks up where the first season left off. Denji is hunting for devils while simping for Makima when a new girl called Best Girl notices him. Best Girl invites him to the cafe she works in and slowly starts to befriend him. But Denji needs to remember that old saying, instead of a cute girl is a ticking bomb. I don't know who said it, but he just needs to remember it.
脱ぎなよ。服着てると沈んじゃうよ。
エッチすぎじゃないっすか。
泳げるようになりたくないの。
Up until I watched this movie in theaters, I couldn't find a definition for the words eyegasm and eargasm. But now if someone asks for the definition, I tell them, hey, go watch the Chainsaw Man movie. It's packed with explosions, mind-blowing animation that probably killed a few animators, and a super wholesome love story hidden underneath all of it. You should experience this in theaters or there is no point in your existence. I'm sad this didn't gross as much as the Demon Slayer movie because this definitely deserved it.